Hello and welcome to ProduQtive. I want to give you a brief introduction to our e-rostering module. Once you've created a roster, look at the links below. You'll see how to create a roster. You'll be presented with a list view, which is always the default view for us to fill shifts. On the left hand side are all your employees that are assigned to or associated with a location and that matches the job title, which is a combination of occupation, grade and specialty. All the days or all the shifts are grouped by day, starting with the earliest shift and then the latest shift to start, and then obviously all the columns are filtered. The process bars or the action bars here at the top, with more actions giving you a lot more options to manage the day-to-day transactions. So whether it be to cancel somebody or to swap somebody or withdraw consideration, or to outsource vacant shifts to your supply chain or your bank or your agencies or master vendor. You can also increase or decrease balances. So if you instead of creating another shift, if you need an additional person on the early shift, you could just increase that to say 1. And that will then automatically create a vacant shift. So there's a whole lot of things that you could do in the list view. Another view that we have that you could use to fill shifts is the fulfillment view. The difference is it displays all the shift by balance in a grid format. So if you have an 8 or 10 week roster that you need to fill, it will be displayed in this format. So it's also nice and big, so if you use a tablet or a phone, it's great for tapping into a cell instead of clicking, with the filters on the right hand side with the different statuses, showing you what's still outstanding, what you need to do. These status boxes help you really to understand where you are. So out of the 125 planned shifts, we only have a total of 38 unlocked and 13 locked filled, which is unlocked is if you are still working in it on the shifts. Locked is you're quite comfortable that those shifts are locked down and ready to go. A few other things that I wanted to show you in terms of the different views. We have a day roster view that suggests for the 1st of July we have that job title or occupation, grade, specialty, and we have an early shift, day shift, late shift, night shift, and these are the employees that will do that shift on that day. We have a rota view. Now the rota view, you could go up to 6 weeks, 6-week view, and that breaks it down into the day of the week, so from a Wednesday to a Sunday, and then Monday, etc., for 6 weeks, and it will show the name of the employee and then the shift that he does, so night shift or day shift, and then at the bottom is a bit of a hit count. So for the Wednesday, I have 2 people on an early, 1 on a late, 1 on a day, 1 night, and a total of 5, of which 1 I would assume is still vacant. So there's an early shift that's still unfilled on that particular day. And then lastly, we have your typical schedule view. Red suggests it is filled, and red is obviously still vacant. Now there's a lot here to go through, especially around the different statuses, the availability or unavailability, the tools that you have to swap or to make changes or to replace somebody. Hopefully over time, as you go along using the system, you'll get to learn these things, or if you have a particular question, do give us a call. Okay, good luck.